Hey everybody. I know I've been kind of absent from the channel for the last month, so I want to say really sorry about that. I've been going through a few things that I will cover in my next video actually. I want to say first off a huge thank you to everyone who's supported me through Patreon and through my GoFundMe. You've really helped me out of a tight spot, and I promise I'm going to make it worth your while. I hope I'm gonna keep up my end of the bargain and make some more content that actually is useful to all of you. But I did want to make a quick video here of just me basically rambling about the Iowa caucus, because it has been a debacle. And if you don't know what happened, neither do I. And most people don't. Some things that we are aware of, at least, is that there was a lot of discrepancies, mostly thanks to an app that they were using called Shadow, which was heavily donated to by Pete Buttigieg, who also went out and declared victory before the tallies were even coming in. You might have heard that it was part of a bigger company called Acronym. You maybe know that the COO of Acronym and the director of the Shadow app happens to be one of the major campaign directors for Hillary's 2016 campaign. You may know that the CEO of Acronym, Tara McGowan, is married to a senior Buttigieg aide. And maybe that all sounds really suspicious, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it all just sounds really convenient. One thing that's easy to understand is that, if nothing else, it was a major conflict of interest, and it just basically should have never happened. There's some people that have made better videos kind of explaining this in detail. I don't really care, because what I do know is that it became an opportunity for the DNC. To be honest, I can't really wrap my head around what's been going on either. So I'm not really trying to prove some type of conspiracy theory or disprove it. But what I am trying to say is that it has done a very good job of distraction. It has muddied the waters. It has taken away this opportunity for Bernie Sanders, who in my opinion is the only even close to leftist candidate in the field or in the running, and has taken away the thunder that he was building. This was a chance for people to see that, yes, Bernie Sanders is in the race. He is in the fight. This is not just another case of 2016. And I think the DNC knew that. You can say that there was a shadow conspiracy. You could say there was nothing at all to it. But what you could say is that, if nothing else, it was luck. And what is luck but opportunity met with preparation? Now we're looking at all this misinformation, all this confusion, and all this media noise coming out at everybody right now. This was a chance for Bernie to say, yes, I'm in this fight. We are coming in full steam. And it doesn't really matter if he actually comes out with the most votes or not, which it looks like he probably actually did have the most in the popular vote. What it has done, though, is made it really unclear. All people are talking about now is the controversy. All people are talking about is the confusion, and they've completely lost track of how much momentum was being gained. And that's kind of the point. I think they're looking for any way to kind of blur the momentum that Bernie Sanders has been gaining, and also blur the fact that their hopeful front runner, Joe Biden, didn't do all that well, and it worked. The media noise was just covering all of this stuff going on, and then they moved on to the impeachment trials, which turned out to be a bust. I don't see how it doesn't echo the same thing that's been going on since the 2016 elections, or even before that. When you think about the Bush elections, where everything got messed up, you think about the 2016 primaries, you think about what's going on right now. My question is, for the liberals out there, what's it going to take? What is it going to take for you to say, hey, maybe this electoral system is really screwed? Maybe it's not okay to just sit by and hope that things will work itself out. Because you know what happened the last time we did that? We got Donald Trump. And it could very well happen again. Or even if we don't get Donald Trump, we could get a, someone who's barely going to make any progress. And we don't have that kind of time anymore. Okay, we are living in a situation where we might be facing our own extinction. We don't have the time to sit here and hope for reaching across the aisle. We don't have the time to hope that something will work itself out and that slowly things will get better. Maybe we'll get another black president again one day. Maybe we'll get a president who's gay but also supports the military industrial complex. We don't have this kind of time anymore. I really think it's time for everybody, especially Democrats, to start getting off their asses. It is time to start saying, hey, this system doesn't work. And what can you do? You can call your senators, you can call your DNC chairs, you can call your polling booths, you can go there and show up and ask what's going on. You can start marching, you can start getting in the streets. This is not enough to go and vote and hope something happens. If you're a Bernie supporter, make sure that your vote is getting counted. Go and check your registry. Make sure that the same thing doesn't happen in 2016, where a lot of people who registered as Democrats found out when they showed up to the polls that they're not even registered anymore. You can check out the Rose Caucus, which is a coalition of people running for Congress that have sworn to be either Democratic Socialists or even farther left. You have people like Diana Burdette, who's running for Illinois 60th District, Jose Caballero, who's California 53rd District, Joshua Collins running for Washington 10th District, Ben Edward House, California 6th District, Seema Hernandez running for Texas Senate. Go to rosecaucus.com. I'll leave a link for that in the description as well. These are things you can start doing, and it's still just starting to scrape the surface. It is not enough to just go cast a vote. And if you're thinking about if you should cast a vote, yes, you should, because there is such thing as harm reduction. The thing is to not sit on our asses anymore. You can start doing calling campaigns for Bernie Sanders. It literally takes like a 45-minute training course, and you can start helping out. You can start going door to door. You can help make a difference to at least cause harm reduction, to at least set the stage for a more universal socialist movement to come in. We need that stage. We need that setup to really get a revolution moving. And yes, I do mean revolution, because sitting around and hoping that the politicians are going to do it for us is not going to happen. Even Bernie Sanders, even though overall I kind of like the guy and I want him in office way more than any of the other people, we have to start moving. Join a union, join an organization, join something like Food Not Bombs, get in community activism, start doing neighborhood patrols to police the police, start planning for what you can do outside of this, because it's not going to be enough to just rely on electoral politics. Use electoral politics to get a stage and make a difference, but don't wait on them. We need things like dual power structures. We need groups to start banding together and say, you know what, when there's a problem in my community, we're going to take care of it ourselves. Again, guys, I want you all to stay safe, but I want you to stay vigilant. I want you to start going out and making plans and working with community organizations, with unions, IWW, Food Not Bombs, things like that. I'll leave some more links in the description. Just don't rely on candidates to do the work for us. Use them to set the stage and then boost each other. That's how we'll win this. Thanks, guys. Hey, girl. You okay, man?